Let's stop and think for a minute. How do we deal with all this negativity that continually surrounds us? Do we allow it to take hold of us? Do we absorb it every day? Or what effect does that have? It is not easy to pull away from it. It is not easy to set it aside. However, let me ask you a question. How many of you listen to call-in programs or brass tacks on a regular basis? If you have time, of course, because you're always working. Anybody? A couple of people. I have, unfortunately, listened on occasions, and anytime I listen, all I hear is negative comments, criticism with great passion, and pulling everything down, and never anything that will lift people up, finding solutions, or being just as passionate about something positive. This is what is pervasive and what has been happening to us all over this period of time. I am told that the Mango Group employs approximately 250 people, which is absolutely amazing. How can all of you make a difference every single day? And I put a challenge to you. I don't have any authority, but I'm going to make each and every one of you an ambassador for Barbados, just for today, just for now. And when you are the ambassador for Barbados, I want you to take the decision that you will convert one person every week that you are employed to come to Barbados or return to Barbados. If you take out your holiday and the days off, you will probably be working about 30 odd weeks a year. And if each one of you convert one person, you bring 8,500 people here. No money, no giving of anything, except for your expertise and your passion. If there are 13,000 workers in the industry, which there are, and each one of those people convert for those number of weeks, that would bring 44,000 people. We'd fill the extra airlifts. More than. Just by encouraging every week one person while you're the ambassador for Barbados to come back. It's very important. And you may be saying to yourself, so what? What does that mean to me? But it is very important because our industry has been struggling. We have only now begun to see a slight growth. And we have to support this industry for so many reasons. If we can grow the industry, we will have major investment, we will have foreign exchange, we will have employment, and with the foreign exchange, we can make this island even better for everybody here and for all of the people that we host here. I wish to suggest tonight that one of the greatest benefits that we can take away is the understanding of how we feel on the inside, which must never be determined by what's happening around us on the outside. Any of us who have waited for the economy, our financial realities, our bosses, our spouses and or partners, our children, our family, our work colleagues, and even our guests and the politicians to change before we feel good on the inside are in trouble, in big trouble. It is up to each one of us to decide what is important in our life and to know who you are. What do I mean by that? If I asked you to pick 2 words to describe who am I, and I asked you to pick 2 words to describe how you interact with others, what would they be? If you sat there now and you thought to yourself, how would I describe myself in 2 words and how I would interact with other people and describe that in 2 words. Would the words be caring, loving, engaged to describe who you are? Or could it be, I am present, I'm enthusiastic, I'm bold, I'm passionate, to describe how you are with other people? That's you to decide what you are and how you are. And then, having decided that, how you live that in everything you do. And I'm not talking about Mango's work. or island inns work, or island caterers work. Officially, we work 8 hours a day. There's 24 hours in a day. If you're lucky, you can eat, you can sleep 8. There's still 8 that are you, and you can decide what you do with those 8 and what influences you have for yourself and other people. Flies 3 times a week from Germany, compared to twice last year. Delta from the US started flying twice a week from both New York and Atlanta. JetBlue has held the red-eye flight and increased the size of their plane. Air Canada introduced a bigger plane called the 777-300 series from Toronto, and for the winter until April, and increased the number of flights from Montreal. WestJet is bringing a larger aircraft with additional seats, and for the next winter there will be a new flight from Avianca from Bogota, Colombia. All of this airlift will allow for an additional 35,000 seats coming into this small island that we all love, Barbados. That is an incredible opportunity. Once we have the people flying here, they need to have somewhere to stay. Of course, we have the wonderful Mango Group, and we have other fantastic entities that are already in existence and proving their worth. However, coming up, there will be the much publicized Barbados Hotel with 286 rooms that will open on the 28th of January after the investment of some 130 million Barbados dollars. A Hyatt International Brand Hotel is planned to be built next to the boatyard, and this will commence in mid-2015. San Laws Castle, I'm sure you've all probably forgotten that it even existed, but it does, not in a particularly good state, but it is going to be, construction is going to start in August of this year with an investment of $200 million, and that money has come from the Chinese government, and the project will take approximately 18 months to complete. Beaches at Alma Beach Village will commence in November of this year. Settlers Beach Resort, which you may know on the west coast next door to Sandpiper, is now going to be transformed into an amazing luxury villa resort, and construction will commence in the first quarter of this year. The first phase of Port Ferdinand, if any of you have gone far north, or maybe some of you live there, when I go past Port St. Charles, the transformation up there is incredible, and the first phase of Port Ferdinand has been completed, and more condominiums and apartments will come on stream during the coming year. Sandy Beach will be redeveloped into a condo hotel during 2015. With all this construction, it will mean that a number of hotels that have closed over the past 5 to 10 years will actually now become reoperationalized. And that will mean that Barbados will once again get back to the hotel room number of 6,500 rooms as we were over 10 years ago.